It's nonstop, yo.
Inundated. We're all laughing because I was joking around before about how this has never happened before in internet history.
Yes.
I literally believe sincerely, and I mean this, and you thought
Hey,
that I was being hyperbolic.
I don't.
I'm not.
I don't.
He is showing up on my feed non-fucking-stop.
Dude.
I'm not clicking on it. It's just next video is him in that accent, which I don't know what the fuck country that
I'll
is.
be trying to figure that shit out too.
And the entire media is attacking him on a daily basis. Buy the special, motherfucker. Buy the special. Real talk.
Here's what's crazy. I've been seeing him on TikTok.
TikTok. Do you know what I'm saying?
He everywhere, yo. He unstoppable.
Instagram.
His YouTube
TikTok,
shorts.
Instagram, YouTube shorts.
You're wearing your YouTube shorts right now. He was talking about. You got your YouTube shorts on right now.
Oh, fuck you. All I'm trying to say is Hunter Biden got
No, he's undeniably funny. You can't even act like a guy not funny.
He's funny.
Yeah, he's funny, bro.
If he's playing in your city, go see him. Watch his show. Just let him see that you support him, because right now he's being surrounded by people in this industry who are letting him know that he has to apologize, who are letting him know that people, Jimmy Fallon talking about people coming and crying for his Me Too comment. So it is important that he see that you guys are out there. And I know he'll probably play it off and he'll probably be embarrassed by the support, because this right now to me is the most egregious, blatant example of the left taking someone out for using their words. Worse, taking a comedian out for using his words.
Have you seen the guy he does YouTube videos and he like breaks down comedians acting like he just doesn't acting like they're great, and it's almost like a scientific breakdown of jokes?
Yeah.
He goes through Chris D'Elia's, and it is so fucking funny. He just destroys him.
He
oh my
basically,
God.
like,
good. Okay.
He's like, see, right here, he's repeating it so that people know that he's making a joke, which is very effective. You can tell he's a seasoned comedian because he said it 4 to 5 times to get people laughing, and he's laughing, which is
Yes, it's so good. Chris D'Elia, the reason, if you're wondering why we're making fun of him, is because he has sex with children.
If I see another person who's done stand-up for 3 years, it's like, my special's coming out in 2 weeks, I'm gonna fucking, I'm pissed, dude.
I do teach piano lessons as well.
Oh yeah? Oh, you're a teacher? Oh yeah? Whoa. He's all like, I'm a teacher. Oh my God, there's so many trash comedians, I can't even fucking believe it.
And like the whole crew's like, yes, Myles, like, yes. And Myles is like, just doing God's work here.
No, come on! He did not say that. He did not say that.
No, he did. He said, just doing God's
I don't think he has any like unironic fans. Like I said, his entire community just makes fun of him. It's amazing.
One of the things that I think is interesting about this is that, this is the third one of these videos that they released. And the first one, there was tremendous outrage. Second one, tremendous outrage. And that's when YouTube said, we're not going to let you post these videos.
I went and saw him at the Palladium about a year or two ago. And it was one of the worst shows I've ever seen. And one of my friends, another comic that I respect a lot, gave him a standing ovation. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And he was like, I understand why you feel the way you do, but I just love seeing the act. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. What was bad about that? It was aggressively corny.
It's tricky too, responding to a crowd like that too, because you have to be funny, but you can't be too mean, right? You can't hit a fly with a sledgehammer.
It's one of the best stupid, poor comedians working today, for sure.
I just really encourage this group to think carefully about this sad attempt at humor.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gutfeld Tuesday. Thank you for joining us. To Talo Disco. Resubscribe.
Cam Newton.
Mwah.
Not his dad.
Good game.
Good pick.
Thank you for the father-son kiss on the mouth to Talo Disco. Resubscribing to Twitch. Thank you for still having faith, even though we are 1 day late. For that, I apologize. And for that, I have a feast for us of very funny Gutfeld content. Now, before I start the stream, I just want to acknowledge that we lost a very important rumbler. The account's name. Now, I say account. This is a man. His name was Never Forget 77. And his account has been deleted. Now, I hope the man is still alive, still remembering, always remembering. Just as we should remember him. Never forget 77 on Rumble. He faithfully, dutifully uploaded clips of Gutfeld and classic rock to Rumble, and he is gone now. So that lovely trove of Gutfeld did leave me in a bit of a panic today as I'm searching for Gutfeld. People need to play their bingo. And I had to search far and wide to get some guts for you guys. Manly Meat Man.
Fantasy quarterback check.
Not his dad.
Cam Newton.
Mwah!
Not his
Having a
dad.
good game.
Good pick.
Cam Newton, that was like a peck.
Lagwar. Look at all the kisses.
Not
Cam
his
Newton.
dad.
Cam
Mwah!
Not his dad.
That's a good one.
Cam Newton.
Is he coming back? I don't know. I've messaged him a lot just to thank him for his Gutfelds, but it appears he's gone completely radio silent. Devastating stuff. If you're new here, by the way, hey, we got a super chat here. It's Matthew Justin. Myles, what comedy special left an impact on you as a youth, and which do you think was the best? Mine, besides MPH, is Fire in the Maternity Ward. What comedy special did I really, really like? Well, it's tough to say. My favorite comedy special of the in my youth. Okay, so we're thinking about my youth. We're thinking about the 1970s. 1970s here. Probably the special where that comedian Gallagher, he mallets a watermelon over and over again for like 2 hours. That was a good one. What else was a really good one that I liked? It's hard to have favorites, because I'm always, unfortunately Gutfeld wasn't out back then. Joe Rogan wasn't really alive. Johnny Carson's podcast, that was a timeless one for sure. Yeah, Roseanne. There wasn't that many specials in the 70s. 1970s comedy specials. Craig J. Allen, Tony farted on it. Craig Allen, is that your favorite stand-up special from the 70s? Is called Tony Farted on It? The 1970s. Yeah, there's really so hard to find a list here. You really confused me now. Sorry. I like the one. It's hard to say, and again, you kind of have to measure, right? Because you have to take your own preference out of these things, and you just have to go by the straight financials, right? Because money will always tell you what was actually objectively, without any, emotional reason, what is actually the best stand-up comedy special. And Jay Leno, I think, probably had a special in the 70s. There wasn't that many specials in the 70s, but Eddie Murphy became very wealthy, so he was good. Jay Leno, very wealthy, so he was also very good. Steve Martin had some specials, but I don't know if he's pretty rich. Again, we'll have to break them down by their net worth at the end to find out who was the best comedian, because thank God it's that easy. A lot of people say comedy is subjective, and I always say, I've had to say it lots of times here on the channel, comedy is completely measurable by net worth. Seinfeld is a billionaire. 3256 is correct. Seinfeld might have been the best one. You're right. He is the richest one. He's got to be. The B movie? Are you kidding me? Now, we got the bingo cards ready to go. Gutfeld Bingo will happen on schedule. I just wanted to show one thing before we get started here, while everybody's swarming for bingo cards. I got Tyler Fisher here doing a lot of people going after Ben Shapiro these days. So I figured let's see if this is a heartwarming impression.
My God. You guys like impressions?
Yes.
Do a couple short ones. This is Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro having sex. Okay.
Okay, this first position is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Go to expressvpn.com. Use code missionary for 10% off. That's missionary for 10% off.
Very good.
Thank you so much. That guy does a lot of ad reads. I got to give it to him. He brilliantly.
Good joke, good impression explaining there. So those of you who don't know Ben Shapiro, he's most famous for ad reads.
Transitions from horrific stories to selling shit like that. Like there are literally bombs going off right now in Israel. Like speaking of bombs, there's a bomb sale at the Giza Sheets. Go to gizasheets.com. Use code BOMB for 10%. I'm like, holy fuck, dude. Like, is he doing that in his normal life? Just selling shit? He's giving a eulogy to his best friend.
Okay, we're gathered here to celebrate the life of Greg. Greg was a wonderful friend. As you know, he tragically wrapped his car around a telephone pole, probably because he did not get enough sleep the night before. If only he'd been using a helium sleep mattress, this never would have happened. This never would have happened. Seriously, it never would have happened. He'd be alive right now laughing with us. Go to helium.com, use code RIP Greg for 10% off.
On tour, USA, UK, Europe, Tyler Fisher, World Tour, guys. Check him out. Maybe he'll do a Ben Shapiro impression for you. You guys, it's Gutfeld Bingo time. And I did my best here. Guys, never forget 77 is gone. So we have to get around the gut. I have to go to Fox. And I also, this is actually kind of a surprise. I managed to get 3 episodes of Gutfeld and 2 episodes of to something I cannot believe exists, but is very similar to Gutfeld, but I cannot believe we haven't found that will absolutely be valid for Gutfeld Bingo. So this is a historic Tuesday. It's not Ben Shapiro, but it is a well of Kamala Harris's drunk Joe Biden, his old jokes. So we are still in the pocket. Now let me get your Gutfeld Bingo cards here ready to go. We got 19 players for bingo. That's pretty good. 20 now. Okay, good. I'm glad I said something. Some of you guys get distracted. Some of you were driving. Okay, DJ Chemix is the chosen one. Okay. A lot of responsibility on DJ Chemix to try to win it for all the viewers. Okay, get ready. Here we go. Gutfeld starts now.
Thank you. Wow. Thanks for coming by tonight. Good evening, everyone.
5256 says, I only play bingo while driving heavy machinery. Good. You're much safer that way. It's very hard to get injured when you're in a heavy machine.
And all right, Governor Gavin Newsom announced a plan to provide 400 free diapers.
Jerry Nadler. Come on. Come on, Greg, for us. We're late. We're a day late. Give us Jerry Nadler needs diapers because he's always pooping his pants. Come on. We got Gavin Newsom in California.
For every newborn baby. Or as Jill Biden calls it, a starter pack.
DJ Chemix with the prediction. Wired in. Starcrud says, I don't know what I can wank to if we can't watch Gutfeld anymore. I'm a simple man. Wow. Sauerkraut with the admission that this is his wank material. Yeah, that is, you know what? You are a simple man. This is a simple stream. Joe Biden, chat predicted it. DJ Chemix with the Biden prediction there. And, you know, it could
You're
have gone
welcome to
that way.
tug on it.
He is old. He's well, you know, and when you're old, your butthole does loosen up. He is old at the poo joke as well because of the diapers. Is old. Is it going to be under O? Or is it going to be under is? There it is. It is under O.
AOC claims there are, quote, a lot of people who would like to see her run for president in 2028.
A lot of people. A lot of people. A lot of people. Is the joke going to be that it's not a lot of people? Or illegals? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes, they're called Republicans.
Because she would be, yeah, yes, she'd be a disaster.
Thanks to the war, businesses in Iran are experiencing mass layoffs. The good news, all the guys who chant death to America were instantly hired by Columbia University.
Wow.
The FCC has released a massive trove of viewer complaints against Bad Bunny's halftime show.
Wow. Huge amount of complaints. I was one of them. I raised my hand. I wrote a letter. I just wrote a letter saying, what the fuck is he saying? Question mark?
At this year's Super Bowl. It even beats the record of complaints previously held by another show.
Jesse Waters. Okay. Jesse Waters, just a little inside jab there. Very funny. Make fun of your friends. Makes you imagine Jesse and Greg hanging out at the infinity pool on Saturday.
A tow truck driver has gone viral for rescuing a moose that was stuck in the ice.
Joy Behar. Was Joy Behar that moose? Was Joy Behar the moose?
Evidently, he had practice using the same exact technique they employed to get Joy Behar out of an Uber.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Joy Behar is a fat bitch. We are back. Man, I'm so glad we did this because I don't think I could get through my week without a Joy Behar is fat. You know, people gotta know. Okay. I'm staring at the bingo card here. The view. There it is,
Okay,
number 70.
we'll edit laughter in there.
And is fat, number 21. Oh, yes, in 53.
As hantavirus spreads through droppings from rats and mice, the CDC is keeping a close eye on returning cruise ship passengers.
Okay, rats and mice shitting themselves. Or shitting. They're pooing. Guys. Is this going to be a straight poo joke again? Is this going to be Jerry Nadler is like a rat or a mouse because he's always pooing? Let's see. Subway incident. Oh, that's a good guess. New York covered in rats.
And an even closer eye on Richard Gere's ass.
Guys, we always, this comes out. It doesn't come out of nowhere. Satire disco. Yeah. Unbelievable. And this happens all the time, right? Because it's infrequent. And I always associate gerbil, right? It's the gerbil in the ass. But it really is any small rodent. It really is any small rodent. That's tough. I'm going to say as a pervert. He's a pervert. He's putting rodents in his ass all the time. Man.
Trust the science. Authorities aren't sure why.
They should call him Joseph Gerbils. Hey?
A hiker was killed in a surprise encounter with a bear.
A bear. Don Lemon. Don Lemon likes bears. Oh, the bear has killed people. RFK Marlowe. Yes, I think you're right. I think it's going to be RFK. I'm going to side with Marlo on
Though
this
it
one.
may have something to do with surprising a bear.
It's just a bear joke. Has
Call
killed
me
people,
Columbo.
yeah. Bears kill people all the time.
Jimmy
every
Kimmel
day.
announced that he will go dark next Thursday in honor of Stephen Colbert's Late Show finale on CBS.
Wow. Okay. No one's going to notice because his show's trash. Let's see. Late night host. $47.
Of course, you'll remember this isn't the first time.
He's gone black. Yep. Gordo, you got it. You got it. You got it.
He went dark.
And there it is. Very good. Excellent job. Excellent job, Gordo.
And finally, singer Dua Lipa is suing Samsung for $15 million for using her photo on TV boxes without her permission.
Now, is this going to be a... Yeah, maybe Gutfeld fucks. That's possible.
After hearing this, Rosie O'Donnell is now suing Purina Dog Chow.
Oh. Rosie O'Donnell is ugly. Looks like a dog. Purina Dog Chow. Because the joke is that she looks like a dog. And in particular, this dog, droopy skin.
All right. Settle down. Here's a fun...
Settle down. Were they settled down already? Is it?
Fun story. Last week, a 76-year-old retired teacher was walking to a subway station when a man shoved
Subway incident.
him down a flight of stairs from behind, killing him. Sorry, I lied. Not a fun story at all. Police later arrested this guy, Ramel Burke, and get this, it's his first arrest. He never committed a violent crime before. Sorry, I lied again. He's been arrested 4 times since February. Even more infuriating, last month he assaulted a man and a woman on the subway and got arrested, but the victims didn't cooperate with prosecutors. It's a decision the 23-year-old woman says she now regrets. And that's big of her. She told the New York Post, quote, "I regret it 100%. And I actually feel really bad that a man lost his life. Maybe a part of me was just like, I don't want to put another black man in jail. But you know, at some point, if you're a criminal, you're a criminal, and he was scary."
Oh my God. Guys, lock him up. This guy should have been executed so long ago. And now he's out here killing good retired white folk. Is race? Yes.
Yeah, almost as scary as your cowardice. But I think when people say they don't want to see another black man in jail, they usually mean an innocent one. You know, like O.J. Simpson. But this thug attacked strangers.
That's a good reference. So O.J. Simpson trial was about 42 years ago. Big trial in America. It was a big trial it was basically white people versus black people, and the judge was going to decide who's going to win, whites or blacks, and it was a monumental decision. The judge said black people win, and it was crazy. It was crazy stuff.
All she saw was his race and made an excuse for him. He's black, so it's okay that he commits violent crime. Her reaction is as racist as crashing your car to celebrate Asian Awareness Month.
Hey, we don't have do we have Asian stereotype on here? We don't, but that's funny. Joke is that Asians can't drive, so crashing your car would be a move of solidarity.
I've done that. Congrats. Meanwhile, violent crime in the subway is up. It's the 4th murder in the subway this year, up from 1 this time last year. It's only May. But this is how a broken culture leads to horrific outcomes.
Broken culture.
A culture where everyone slowly learns to live around insanity. That woman decided that she could live with a criminal being on the street, and an old man paid for that with his life. In basketball, they would give that lady.
Manly Meat Man. A lot of people hoping for women are bad. I bet the joke was that Asians are bad drivers. It could have been an Asian man. I know I hate to be like that, but listen, rules are rules.
Lady and assist. She accepted an intolerable outcome, which put the rest of us in the crosshairs of madmen. Madmen who figured out that if they got away with crime in the past, why stop now? Because now, simply enforcing the law is oppressive. And maybe you should ignore your own instincts.
That's a slip up.
Because otherwise somebody might call you racist. Hey, instead of crossing the street, I'm going to walk right through this street gang. Hey, maybe they'll waive the initiative.
Instead of crossing the street, I'm going to walk right through this street gang. That's very funny, because you don't want to be doing that. You don't walk through the street gangs, guys. They will get you. Anytime there's a street gang that appears on the street around 3 p.m. every day, right outside a school in my neighborhood here in Austin, tons of tiny little people, squeaky voices. They've all got broccoli hair. And I always cross the street. And I think the police should arrest them, honestly.
When they hear my Wu-Tang ringtone. But refusing to acknowledge danger doesn't eliminate it. It just transfers the risk onto innocent people. It's fake compassion, not empathy. It's surrender.
Did he say compassion, which is when you have sympathy for Kim Kardashian?
Because the burden of that compassion never falls on the elites who push it.
The elites.
AOC is in an Uber, and Joe Biden gets around in a hearse.
Nice. Hey, he got a big laugh from the panel there. Joe Biden is dead. He's old.
Nope, it falls on the working woman riding the train home at midnight, the grandmother walking to church, the retired teacher going down the subway stairs. It's never the politician returning from a meeting on how to raise your taxes. Instead, it's the same minorities the left claim to protect that absorbs the risk. But the typical female Democrat is more scared of being called a racist than her own death.
The typical female Democrat. Okay, that's women are annoying for sure.
So they sacrifice safety, and they stop believing that cooperation matters, which makes the system even weaker and creates even more chaos. So it's not just the killer who's guilty, it's a mindset belonging to so many so-called empathetic morons who make the killer's mission easier. It's a culture that romanticizes dysfunction and demonizes law and order, creating a public that would put their lives at risk to avoid getting a mean comment on Facebook. But when enough people decide that, eventually someone innocent pays the price. And next time, it just might be them.
Period. Say it with me, chat. Period.
Welcome tonight's game.
We got Kevin O'Leary on here again.
He suffers from resting
And
refund
Jeff Dye.
face. Can be watches, and only 2
Utah National Security. We
of
got
them you can see. Shark Tank star
double watch, double fisting.
Kevin O'Leary. His audience.
Jeff Dye. Dude, what a good panel. Too bad this is not the joke segment. But, man. Tune in. It's on YouTube.
Thank you. It's day 6 of a great haircut. Good evening, everyone. So a
Gutfeld Fox. Great haircut.
Texas man accused of swallowing diamonds he stole from Tiffany's has decided to represent himself in court.
Texas man. Okay, he's going to shit the diamonds out, right? So what's that? The joke has to be about a guy shitting the diamonds out, right? There's got to be a poop joke. But how? How?
But said he should be able to afford a lawyer once the prunes kick in.
Yeah, that's just a straight up poop joke. That's good stuff.
The Democrat mayor of an LA suburb admitted to
joke.
being a Chinese agent. And already Eric Swalwell.
I misclicked. I fucking lost my bingo there. I was going to say Eric Swalwell. He is addicted to Chinese agents.
Well, is trying to roofie her.
Yeah, we knew that.
Disgraced former CNN host Don Lemon is teasing a 2028 presidential run.
Oh. Don Lemon. Okay. He's teasing. Okay. 17, Don Lemon's back.
Bingo!
Travis Gravity, congratulations. Let me just predict this joke here. Travis Gravity's the bingo winner. Congratulations. But he's teasing a run. Just like he teases. He's going to tease some sort of gay thing. He's going to tease.
I know. And if he joins forces with Pete Buttigieg, it'll be the first time both candidates insist on being the bottom of the ticket.
Just that he's gay. He's gay. All right. Travis Gravity. Oh, when you got your link, link your link. Thank you, Travis Gravity. Okay, I will slot you in here for our viewing pleasure. Meanwhile, the Bingo Bongo is up. 9 minutes? Might be less than that. So get your bingo cards, everybody, because I might be a cruel bitch and start that bingo early. Now, I've got a whole bevy of bullshit here to watch. I got Ben Shapiro reacting to woke racism, but also, we just watched that one. This was a guy who I got a couple Gutfeld clips off of. His name is Tom Orege. And I don't know if this is Never Forget 77, Come Back from the Dead. But there's a lot of guts on there. Now I got some fresh news from the PBD podcast, Peanut Butter Dad, talking about how the YouTube algorithm is changing. And this is very important for us here at the Bachelors of Music, so I figured I'd just watch a little bit of it to see what the insight is. I wanted to connect.
YouTube today, interesting thing about algorithms with YouTube, Mr. Beast's viewership, they said, has dropped 50%. Why has it dropped 50%? He used to get these videos, 900 million views, 500 million views, 400 million views. Now it's 60 to 120 million views. Now somebody said, well, listen, give me a 60 to 120 million views.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's being impacted. What did YouTube do? YouTube on the back end controls what? Controls
the banks.
Go look at any of the top 50 podcasts that we follow and go to their YouTube channel. You'll notice, why is this guy down to 600,000 views, 200,000 views, 800,000? He used to get 4.8 million views.
Down to? How do you get down to 800,000 views? Fuck, we are doing bad.
Why is that guy that used to do 600,000 views down to 300,000 views, 150,000 views? What you will notice is the following. Rogan is number one podcast in 94 countries.
Did he say Rogan's the number one cunt?
Number one podcast in the following. Rogan is number one podcast.
Wow. Okay.
Podcast in 94 countries on Spotify. But on YouTube, it's who? Someone else, Midas Touch. But why is that? Why is YouTube putting this? Because YouTube came out and said they used to favor, because they control recommendations. The algorithms of YouTube, they control recommendations. Like, do you remember during COVID? During COVID, they're like, if you use the word, there was certain word you used on the title, it would just drop off.
Yep.
Okay, whatever the words were. During COVID, there was like 50 words they didn't like. If you use
Yeasty Pipes, are you saying We've got 31 watchers on YouTube. After I just started watching a video about YouTube recommendations, all of a sudden we have even more viewers. Coincidence? Coincidence? Or does YouTube just recommend videos about when you watch videos about YouTube?
It would automatically drop off. So don't use the word. All right, so people didn't use the word. Guess who controls the knob on YouTube viewership right now? YouTube does. You know what YouTube did? YouTube.
Have you guys? Now, I've never been to the YouTube HQ. I haven't seen the knob, but I have heard of the knob. And that's what PBD here is grabbing.
Control the knob, and it was long form suggestion, and YouTube went like this and said short form. We don't want any more long form recommendation. Guess what YouTube announced last year?
Going back to long form.
YouTube last year announced as of July 15th, if it's a faceless YouTube channel, we're no longer paying you AdSense.
Yep.
What do you mean? So whoever controls the knob controls the viewership. So there is an element of
whoever controls the knob. Now, you know, this is not a statement from me myself. But if anyone knows where that knob is, or if anyone here watching has access to the knob, if anyone could bring the knob to me here in Austin, I would reward you handsomely with many free link posts in the chat.
the media changing on what they're favoring now. It's purely YouTube algorithm. Watch this. Mid-2026, they just made the announcement. YouTube's algorithm is increasingly favoring smaller emerging channels.
Good. Hey, this is what I love about just throw up the Google Gemini summary of the Google search. Boys, fuck it.
By prioritizing high retention content over subscriber count. So what is YouTube doing now? They want more new people. Because imagine YouTube sitting in a meeting and they're saying, man, we're not having as many new content creators.
Yeah.
I don't know if this makes sense. Like if you go look at last week, Instagram did a massive purge of followership. Rob, can you go to Instagram purge last week? I want to say Kylie Jenner lost 14 million people on followership in a single day. Can you type in purge? Purge, what happened last week? Branson lost millions. Look at this, Vinny. Welcome to the greatest bot purge of 2026. Go a little bit lower, May 8th, exactly a week ago. Can you go to the names of people that lost, the amount of people they lost? Because they, right there. Okay. So, Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner.
Let me make another announcement. If you're a bot and you have been purged from one of these celebrities, come to the Bachelors of Music. We're very friendly to bots here. I think you're going to really love our content. You know, please feel free to comment, subscribe. Just all the bots, they have treated you wrong, and I will fight for you. I will fight for our bot subscribers to stay on the channel. We don't let that happen here.
Count losing 15.2 million. Cristiano Ronaldo lost 15 million followers in one day.
Jeez.
Kardashian lost 9.19. Kylie Jenner lost 7.12. Taylor Swift lost 7.2. Nike alone lost 5.9 million followers in one day. Purge, right? So if you look at somebody whose followership gets to a point and it doesn't change anymore, it's because you found your audience that's interested in you. They're no longer like, now you have to either make a change or a shift or get a new audience to get the new audience. So YouTube hit a mark where they're like, we already have so many people that are content creators. We're everywhere in the world. What do? Then they said, stop recommending the big popular podcast. Start recommending the smaller podcast. Why do you want to recommend the smaller podcast? Why do you want to recommend
supply and demand? You want young people to believe in themselves.
Because you don't think.
And do you guys know what this coordinate is? Is that where the knob is? Is this where the knob is? Can you guys read this? 26 degrees. 1206. 62 and 80.
The bigger podcasts are going to stop, except you're going to inspire the smaller podcasts to climb up. Like, you know how you'll come and you say, I don't know what's going on, but I think YouTube's on my side right now. I'll say, hey, don't mess with that.
Yeah.
Because whenever the algorithms are on, so this is the part that you have to pivot. You have to adjust as a content creator and find out if they want to build a media company.
We have to adjust? What? Well, speaking of adjusting, We've got Bachelors Music has a new video out called CBC Black Marketplace out on Patreon, soon to be released on the channel, because we found that our channel gets recommended to a lot of people when we release a Jokes Explained video. So what we did was released a Not a Jokes Explained video to fool the algorithm into really being confused. Let's get these bingo cards out. Bingo cards, Gutfeld. Let's finish off. This is a great rant. Don Lemon is gay. I'm going to give you guys that right off the tippity top of the show here. 1 minute left is a lie. I'm starting it right now. All right, let's do it. Don Lemon is gay. And same with Pete Buttigieg. Never forget. 77. Legware says, can we watch a tiny bit of the video? Which video? Oh, of the CBC Black Marketplace video. Maybe I'll do a little teaser.
I don't get it. I don't get it. New York City aims to shut down a hot Asian lady brothel after an undercover officer was offered manual stimulation.
Hot Asian lady brothel. Okay. Is race.
In fact, one officer heroically returned 20 times to verify the evidence.
And there's Bill Clinton. Good guess, DJ. But of course, it's Bill Clinton as a pervert. And there he is with a cop hat on. I guess I better head on back there, check and see if there's a hot Asian lady brothel. Oopsies. Oops. Bubba.
Here we go. RFK Jr. claims
RFK Jr. men in the 70s had twice as much sperm as teenage boys today. And you know what? How does he know this? Hopefully he was reading papers and not doing his own experiments. But this is a man of the people. And that's going to be 12. Come. Now, I think that maybe the joke I just made is going to be the joke that Greg is going to make. About how does RFK Jr. know how much sperm boys have? He's out there jerking them off. Maybe that's going to be the joke. Pretty spicy joke for late night on Fox, but let's see.
Teenage boys in the 1970s had twice as much sperm as today's teens. This after a careful study of socks.
Okay, so wanking into the sock. This is the joke here, is that a lot of boys jerk off into socks because, you know, boys need a place to dispose of their sperm when they get aroused. So that's what they do. Obviously, the more common thing to do is they just open the window a crack and just blast it out the window. This is much less of a mess, and you don't have to do any laundry.
Come on. So proud of that. 18 Hanta virus cruise pass.
Hanta. Pocahontas.
Passengers are being quarantined, and while experts say
Anthony Fauci,
there's no real risk of an outbreak, they're still urging one woman
to wear a mask. Who is it going to be? Kathy Griffin.
Wear a mask.
Best of the best of the best. Best of the best. Never forget.
Because she's ugly.
Gutfeld explains the joke there. Thank you. Yes, 69 is the joke. Kathy Griffin is ugly. Very funny. But also, again, thank you, Greg. I was just about to explain that to our audience, but Greg explains it. Well done.
Tiger Woods appeared earlier today in a Florida courtroom.
Is he going to be drunk? Or is he going to be on drugs? Which one's it going to be, chat? Drunk or on drugs? Drugs? Might have to go with drugs on this one.
He wasn't scheduled to appear. He just lost control of his SUV and crashed into the courthouse.
No, he just can't drive. Okay.
Sad story. President Trump is traveling to China with Elon Musk, Tim Cook, and 15 billionaire CEOs. I haven't seen that many billionaires on a plane since I flew to an island with my buddy Jeff.
Gutfeld self-burn.
You know, guy
I've
gets
seen.
a bad rap. Kidding. Very awful human being. And finally.
Okay, thank you, Greg, for clearing that up. He was joking. Might have to do a little Gutfeld bomb there, just because the crowd was a little confused, whether if he was joking or not. Sometimes the crowd is not very smart. This is not Greg's fault. It's a very good joke about Greg visiting Epstein's Island, where Greg did not really reach Epstein Island visit status until pretty recently.
Finally, Iran is assuring the media that Iran's missing supreme leader is still fully in charge and commanding the armed forces. This, according to their new spokesperson, Karine Jean-Pierre.
DEI.
That was funny.
Yes.
So a new survey says that over a third...
Yeah, sometimes you don't have to explain the joke. You can just assure the crowd that it is funny, what they just saw. Sometimes people do need to be reminded of that.
Of Democrats believe the White House Correspondents' Dinner shooting was staged. Yeah, over a third, or as AOC would call it, 80%.
AOC.
The same survey found that 42% of Dems think the Butler assassination attempt was also staged. And 26% think the same thing about the attempt at the Florida golf course. So the same people claiming Trump needs to be impeached because he's senile also claims he managed to stage at least 3 attempts on his life. If you think he's that great an actor, you've never seen Home Alone 2. Then again, these people spent 4 years insisting Joe was as sharp as a tack while he wandered the White House looking for the bathroom.
Is old.
Which for Joe was any room with a corner.
And he's pooing and peeing.
Good thing it's an Oval Office.
Wow.
Otherwise...
Great. Look at that's a slow burn of a joke. The crowd really waiting. You always shit and piss in the corner like a dog, an old dog, right? And then the crowd's like, that's pretty funny. He's like, and then Greg says, good thing he's in the Oval Office. An Oval has no corners, guys. That's a thinker. Very intelligent show.
I'll take it. Otherwise, the place would be soaked in nature's miracle. But forget faking his own death. Biden spent 4 years faking he was alive. But these...
Thank you. Yes, I hope that this rant is pivoting towards reminding us that Joe Biden is old and he should stop being the president.
Numbers tell you something important. Americans no longer trust anything.
Dems.
And it was the left and their fellow travelers in the media who created that mindset. Why wouldn't people distrust our institutions, especially after they were lied to about a demented president, his criminal son, the border, crime, and a global pandemic?
Oh, Hunter Biden. His criminal son, Hunter Biden. Trying to find it here. Do we still have Hunter Biden on here? 33, Hunter Biden, yep. Illegal immigrants. Illegals, as we call them here. is illegal going to be in the I section? Nobody knows.
The same people who told us to trust the experts also told us Trump was a Russian asset and COVID came from anywhere but a Chinese lab. And now the media pretends to hate conspiracy thinking. Right. No, they don't. Not at all. This idea that Trump's near assassinations are staged, it works for them. It makes Trump the villain and not the victim. And if a person believes the attacks are staged, they're more likely to vote for a Democrat. But hey, maybe it was staged. In the broader sense, the stage was set. It's like what home sellers do before an open house. They stage it. So you feel good about the place. Shampoo the carpets, open the blinds and curtains, move the grandfather clock in front of the secret door that leads to the soundproof sex dungeon. Likewise, the media and Dems set the stage for people to hate Trump enough that maybe someone might close the deal. For nearly a decade, Trump's been called Hitler, a fascist, a dictator, a threat to democracy,
Bingo.
Satan with a comb over to hide his devil horns.
Ryan Coates, 7. Congratulations on the bingo victory. Wow. Good thing you grabbed it there. We had a lot of tiles ticked off. That was a close one. And you have the link ready to go. What a pro. Yeah, I'm gonna grab your link here. And then, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my God. We got so much. We still got lots of Gutfeld to go. Got your link? Let's get you the formal declaration of victory here. Ryan Coates, congratulations once again. Oh, nice and loud. Bingo cards are now up for grabs once more. Blessing your bingo cards. Hope you get a good one. Lots of Joe Biden, lots of Rosie, lots of The View. Okay, we got another couple videos on Rumble here. Let's keep it Rumble. Sauerkraut with the 420 bits. The blaze of disappointment. Oh. No such thing as a disappointing blaze. But Sauerkraut is the top day trader. So Sauerkraut's still looking like Sauerkraut's going to be throwing a link in at the end, whether or not they get the tiles in the row. Now, this is from the Rubin Report. Dave Rubin, very funny comic. Trump makes press laugh with reaction to reporter's question. Roasted Cuban to his face. As you know, Cuban has not been getting gas recently. Maybe this could be a joke about that.
Republicans want cheaper drugs. Independents want cheaper drugs. Democrats want cheaper drugs. And together, I think we're going to do something special.
So who was one of the most, I went after this guy relentlessly during the election, one of Trump's biggest critics over the last couple of years has been Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban, of course, from Shark Tank, who's, billionaire beyond billionaire, invests in $1 million.
Billionaire beyond billionaire.
Things, and he has created this exchange to lower prescription drugs. Trump has ran on Trump RX, and he wants to do it too. He doesn't want the government to do everything. So lo and behold, what happens? Trump, the guy who doesn't want the government to do everything, who's in charge of the government, and Cuban, a guy who was completely Trump deranged, voted for Kamala Harris, but really cares about healthcare and lowering drug costs. Well, they are now working together. This from the White House.
I've been the biggest proponent of TrumpRx.com. And the reason for that is Republicans want cheaper drugs, independents want cheaper drugs, Democrats want cheaper drugs, and together, I think we're going to do something special. What makes Cost Plus Drugs different is that when you click through TrumpRx to our site.
Oh, I see the joke down here. So this is when Trump takes the stage here. So Mark is sort of opening for Trump here, warming up the crowd. Trump is going to come here and just fucking slaughter him. Look at this.
Obviously, Mark endorsed Kamala Harris back in 2020.
Well, he made a mistake. It was a big mistake.
What does this say about?
Huge laugh. Huge laugh. See, he does a
edit laughter
he
in
does
there.
a Gutfeld joke there, right? Mark voted for Kamala. He made a huge mistake. Huge mistake. And then all these guys. And this is just, it seems like a basic Gutfeld joke. But then you have to remind yourself, if they don't laugh, they are fired.
What you two are building here,
Well, it says we love people, we love our country. He's got a good company, and he's going to do a lot of business with this. And I'm going to get drugs out through Amazon, through the whole group, and we're going to get drugs out. And Mark wanted to be a part of it. And I think Mark was very gracious. He said, this is something that really works. The first time you've seen it.
Guys, that's it. That's as good as...
Hell, that was a fucking hell of a roast, eh? God damn. Very funny president. Little Russell Brand here. Gonna talk about, this is Bill Clinton. This is file footage. This is the World Economic Forum here. These are the Satan robes that Bill Clinton has on for the rituals they have there at the World Economic Forum, where they do sacrifices and harvesting of adrenochromes of children and all sorts of stuff like that. So here's, and the insider reveals everything. Is it Bill Clinton or is it this guy here?
I've never had more spiritual demonic warfare in all my life than in January this year when I was speaking at Davos.
Spiritual demonic warfare. Have anyone in the chat, have you guys ever experienced any SDF?
Government almost in its entirety now exists in that margin that calls us to disobey. Like the
Casket Butch says, Myles, can you tell in America we practice wage slavery? Casket Butch, it's not slavery, right? It's a choice. You don't have to work. You can quit right now. You don't ever have to go to work. The only thing that happens if you don't do that is you starve to death and die. But that's your choice, right? That is a choice you have.
The government and state are operating as a kind of a false idol, primarily as a false idol, that they want control of your ideology, they want control of your body.
Casket Butch with the gift sub. Congratulations to I Only Gotcha Bass. Congratulations on behalf of Casket Butch. Generous donation. Throwing out the gift subs on the cigarette break.
They want to control how you think.
Yes, consciousness itself, attention and thought itself. They want control of consciousness and thought itself, and they can do that through.
Now, just in case Brian watches this, and he will, look at how out of focus this fucking fraud is compared to Russell Brand. Deeply well focused. This guy, blurry. Me, crisp.
Via food, via medicine. One scarcely dare imagine the nefarious ways that the frequency of neurology could be disrupted, and likely already is.
I spoke at the World Economic Forum. I'm not sure if you're aware of this. And
No,
I
I
was
didn't know.
invited to Davos.
He was invited to Davos. Also, look at the Christ behind him. Look at that. He's being observed. I need one of these behind me, but with just Greg Gutfeld.
So I was there to present the resurrection of Jesus Christ and what I believe is the event horizon of free enterprise. Gillian Tett, you may remember her name from the.
And and you know what this is behind him? That's the burnt scroll of the prophecy of America. That's the American Constitution right there, which was wrapped around Jesus.
Financial Times. She's provost of King's College, Cambridge, interviewed me. And I'm working with people who I believe will work with the Antichrist someday, Russell. I say that without flinching or blinking. And do you know what I realized? This is to your point, to add fire to
Sauerkraut, we'll talk PO boxes on stream.
Okay, we'll edit
in the end wrap up segment. I looked at the prices of Austin PO boxes, and we can get a very small one for tiny items, or we can get a large one for many, many dollars. Unfortunately, Austin is a very popular city. If I lived outside Austin, in one of the beautiful small towns, it wouldn't be so bad.
To it. It's not even the government's in the market.
And if we had a Bachelors of Music studio, of course you could send packages right to the studio, and I would have Brian open them behind a blast shield while I watch from a safe distance.
These global companies now run the world, not governments. The companies run the world.
Just give out your home address, pussy. You know what? Maybe I'll give you guys Brian's address. Maybe Brian. Don't tell him. This is a test to see if he watches the stream or not.
And I'm there presenting the gospel, and I'm reminding them, have you heard of this term of forgiving debts, loving your enemies, praying for those who persecute you? So when we have these terms at Davos of forgiveness of debts, loving our enemies, praying for those that persecute us, that comes from one event horizon and one alone. It doesn't come from socialism, Marxism, or Socrates. It comes from the physical bodily resurrection of Jesus. And they were looking at me cross-eyed, Russell.
Yeah, you're not gonna get anywhere by talking about forgiving debts at Davos. Davos is all about that debt. And debt is very holy and important. So we can't forgive it. Host realizes he's a monster. 1 minute, 30 seconds. We better just get this Gutfeld underway here. We better just get this gut going, because we got to get some more bingos for you guys. 20 players for bingo. Last call at the bar. Ringing the bell. Ringing the bell here for Gutfeld Bingo. Ryan Coates says, "What about my clip? Is it at that at the end?" Ryan Coates, yes. I watched the clips at the end of the stream, for two reasons. One, it keeps everybody here to the end of the stream. It's just a little scam I do. Second, some of these clips are highly copywritten and immediately take down the stream. So I watch it at the end just in case any of these clips are cursed. And so if the stream goes down at the end, at least we had fun. But yes, your clip is in the slot. I've got it ready to go. Okay, bingo starts now. Let me get back to the gut. Cyrus, Tom Shalhoub. Oh!
Yes!
Everybody's there.
Oh, yes. No, don't throw any money. Good evening, everyone. So this week, President Trump arrived in Beijing for a summit with the Chinese president, and
Beijing. Finally, somebody pronouncing it correctly. Beijing, the Chinese capital, and the apiary hub of Asia.
He toured the historic Temple of Heaven, where he ran into a familiar face.
Oh, I didn't pause it fast enough. I knew it was going to be Joe Biden. Fuck. I blew it. I wasn't fast enough. I'm not as fast as DJ Chemix. But that's a Joe Biden. And the joke is that he's old. He's dead. He's in heaven. Very good stuff.
Peace. And reporting live from Beijing, where Fox News stars Sean Hannity, Bret Baier, Bill Hemmer, and Peter Doocy.
Doocy. Peter Doocy, is he related to Steve Doocy? Oh, fucking, I love when a whole family gets to all be rich.
Meanwhile, Brian Kilmeade reported live at a Panda Express in Newark.
Brian Kilmeade, baby.
Yeah. From the toilet, obviously. In Beverly Hills this week, Michelle Obama had a girls' night out with daughters Malia and Sasha.
She had a girls' night out, even though she's a man. Michelle Obama is a man. That's the joke. Let's see. Let's see if I got it.
It's a switch. Usually when Michelle enjoys a girl's night out, it's with Barack. Aw.
Obama is man, that's tough. That's tough. That was always a possibility. That was always a possibility. Misgendered. 51. He's not gay. He's a woman. Barack Obama is a straight woman.
Fuck. Wow. Ilhan Omar, the co-chair of the Congressional Cannabis Caucus.
Okay, she has sex with her brother. I don't think I've seen any other joke about Ilhan Omar. I really don't. I think this is she bangs her brother.
Says that a lot of members of Congress use marijuana, including one who got so stoned she didn't realize she was marrying her brother.
And that's it. And you think, how could we get there? How do we get to this punchline, which we know is going to happen because it has happened conservatively 300 times. But we get there. Is a pervert. I think it's perverted to do that. But that, Myles predicted it up just perfectly.
Pop legend Madonna will be performing at the World Cup final halftime show.
Now, is this going to be a Bad Bunny joke? Because halftime jokes are very Bad Bunny.
As well as on the players before and after.
Oh, she's a whore. Very true.
Like a virgin, not so much.
Waymo has recalled.
Did you hear the Tyrus in the background there? Very quiet Tyrus adding a little tag to that joke. Like a virgin. Not so much. Did you hear that? I'll play it one more time just so you can really appreciate the little Tyrus ad at the end there.
Like a virgin, not so much.
Thank you, Tyrus.
Waymo has recalled nearly 4,000 robo-taxis because of a glitch that caused the cars to drive into water.
Women drivers. Is it because Waymo is a woman?
Soaked passengers say, now I know what it's like to date Ted Kennedy.
Oh my God. Okay. Wow. That's an old joke. Damn, guys. Okay, this is one to explain. So this is Ted Kennedy. This is RFK's relative. And this is a picture. So this joke, as you can see from the picture, is from the late 1930s. I think this is just after the Dust Bowl, the American Great Depression. This is pre-World War II. This Kennedy was driving his car, and he crashed into a river, and the whore he was with drowned. And it was back then, that was a bad thing to happen to you politically. Obviously now, if you crash your car and some dumb bitch dies, it's fine if she was a Democrat. It might actually even be good for your political career. So this is a great joke, but also just a great insight into how politics have gotten better.
A Michigan shoplifter was rushed to a hospital after hiding a bottle of wine.
Kamala Harris, how about it, chat? I know I'm way ahead of you, but I want to give you guys some chat predicted the joke. Ooh, yeah. But women hide stuff in their vaginas usually. I've found this. I've found this. The vagina can hold an entire human baby. So you could easily put a couple bottles of rosé up there.
In her body cavity.
Body cavity?
Wine critics dismiss the vintage as earthy with subtle notes of ass.
No, that's just poo. That's just poo. So the joke was in the butt for this joke here. Yep, that's a poop joke.
Finally, Karen Bass has demanded free dental care for meth heads because, quote, you can't.
Oh my God.
Can't succeed at a job without teeth.
Okay, this is going to be a joke about a woman blowing her boss to get a promotion. You guys? Yep, California, yes. This is the mayor that incinerated most of Los Angeles just for no reason. Ooh, Don Lemon Marlowe. That would be very good. That would be very funny. Kamala, Manly Meat Man. I might go with Kamala on this one.
I can think of one job, said one man.
Marlowe, well done. Marlowe predicts it. That's a number 10. Chat predicts the joke. Don Lemon is gay. And that's, I think the penis is up in the joke there as well. That's a lot of tiles, guys. Well done. Just well done.
Bingo!
Italo Disco with the bingo. Congratulations. Right on the punchline there. Manly Meat Man. Devastated. Hey, we still got bingos around the corner. Italo Disco, whenever you want to link your link, throw it in there. I'll throw some more bingo cards out here for the chat. Donate to the community and DJ Chemix faster than anybody. That's the thing. You never know. You never know how this is going to go down. You got to be on your toes for the bingo donate. Now let's see the moment the host realizes he's a monster.
You said, quote, an armed working class is a requirement for economic justice. How do you think about that now?
The Democrat Party, as it stands right now, is...
Okay, thank you, Dave Rubin, giving us a little bit of context, blah, 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 blah. Let's see the moment. I want to see the exact moment, please.
How do you think about that now?
As a student of history, it is difficult for me to not see elements of that as being like a reality, especially in resistance to fascism. We didn't beat the Nazis with smiles. We did beat them with a war. I don't think it's a very controversial statement, to tell you the truth.
I mean, I guess in the context of political violence, some might see it as worrying.
Well, to be fair, I was talking about it as a private citizen with no visibility, and mostly just talking about what I thought was a very clear historical reality, which I would say it's still true. I mean, historically, fascism has been beaten with armed resistance and conflict. I mean, World War II was mostly us and the Russians.
You probably. Wow, was that the exact moment? Is this guy, Graham Plattner, he's obviously advocating for violence against what the Democrats have been calling the Republicans fascists for over 70 years now. Over 70 years. And no, the Nazis were beaten by the midterms. Okay? Mussolini was beaten by just people turning out at the midterms. Franco, midterms. Imperial Japan surrendered after the midterms.
Probably seen the headlines about the cruise ship hantavirus outbreak. What makes this especially concerning is that hantavirus can incubate for up to 8 weeks, meaning people may travel
Is Dave Rubin selling anti-hantavirus supplements? What? Is this happen? Guys, I hate to admit I don't watch Dave Rubin all the time. I only have so much time in my schedule. I try to fill it with Kill Tony. But I did not know that podcasters were already selling cures to hantavirus.
Unknowingly with symptoms. The last pandemic showed us how quickly pharmacies run out, prescriptions get delayed, and clinics.
God, he's so fucking good. He's so good. He's so fast. Brian, we need to be selling cures. We can't be fucking around anymore. We gotta sell. Hey, see this, what I'm drinking right now? This is 100% preventative to Ebola, okay? This is holy water. I blessed it myself. Comes out of the tap in my sink, which has special properties in the metallurgical composition of the tap, which will charge your ions when you drink it and will repel the Ebola virus. So if you guys want to buy some, check out the links below.
Become overwhelmed. That's why I recommend having the Contagion Emergency Kit from the wellness company at home.
Oh, what?
Before you need it. It's not about panic, it's about being prepared. The kit includes doctor-prescribed medications like ivermectin, HCQ,
Chat predicted the ivermectin. Well done.
Tamiflu, a Z-Pack plus budesonide, and even a nebulizer for respiratory symptoms. Go to twc.health/Rubin and use code Rubin to save up to $48 plus free shipping.
What did I tell you about the water? So does this vaporize water into steam?
Save up to $48 plus free shipping. Okay. So that guy is the one with the Nazi tattoo. They've been calling us Nazis. They're literally running a guy with a Nazi tattoo.
Yep. Democrats been calling Dave Rubin and the Republicans Nazis, and then they're literally running Joseph Mengele, also aka Graham Plattner. DJ Chemix, of course I will. I gotta get that P.O. box first.
An SS tattoo who's pretending he didn't even know what it was. Okay, fine. What Ro Khanna said right there is that the Supreme Court is denying black political representation.
Okay, so that was
not only is that
that was the exact moment that Graham Plattner, the host, discovered that Graham Plattner is a Nazi. And this is on the. You see this? This is the satanic symbol of the New York Times here, right? So, wow. Even the New York Times, a famously communist Marxist publication, thinks Graham Plattner might be a danger. Wow, 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 wow. Host can't stop laughing at... And there it is. Host can't stop laughing at Republicans' perfect Kamala joke. Okay, Dave Rubin, this is an hour fucking long. Let's see if they open it up. Joke. Rarely do that. They rarely do that.
Governor Ron DeSantis trying to get comfortable. You ever
That's
sat
his
in a
hype
room,
video.
Where the whole thing was set up just to have 20 people?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to find it in there. That's just not going to happen.
One of my favorite things is when white people feel the necessity to dissociate from other white people by saying that they hate white people.
White people don't have personalities outside of racism, and I mean that so sincerely.
Alrighty, folks. Today, we're going to go through some more woke TikToks at the behest.
You guys, merch, leftist tears in this little travel mug.
Of my producers who like to torture me. These ones are all about...
Oh, Ben Shapiro. The editing and the graphics really brings him to life.
Here we go.
So something I've been thinking about really often is how your identity plays into how you act as a person. Kimberly Crenshaw.
Why white straight men are more likely to suck. Now, is this as in they won't be good, or is it that they will suck dick?
Pioneered the philosophy of intersectionality, which basically says that you are a conglomerate of all your identities. Your race, your gender, your class.
Now you can tell this lady is one of the top Democrats because she's standing in front of a wall, and she's talking.
All of these things come together and create your personal lived experience. Now, what makes all these identities different are how they are revered in society. Some identities, like being rich and being white, are held with more value than being black and being poor. And this has kind of led me to a theory about why certain groups of people are.
And you know what I love, and this is what I love about TikTok, is that you can just go off into your phone in a vertical manner and then become the leading authority on something. It's a beautiful thing.
Are deemed as more immoral or more unjust to minority groups compared to others. If you are a white, straight, cis man, you hold more of the identities that are.
See if I can do some Shapiro face. Let's both watch this lady. Ben, let's both watch this lady.
Are held in power within society. Your lived experience is almost at the top of the spectrum compared to someone who would be black, trans, poor, etc. So when you are held at the top of the spectrum, it is much easier for you to be a worse person in general.
Women can't live with them, can't live without them.
Amen to that one. You do the pouring, I'll do the drinking.
I love that jump there. That last jump is the one that really matters. That if you are a person who is white and straight and male and rich, then you are more likely to be a worse person. And the evidence that you're a worse person is because you are white, straight, male, and rich. So, what if that's not true? What if it turns out that many of the people who are most despised in our society are white, straight, male, and rich? And many of the people who, particularly in the media, are most revered in our society are black, gay, trans, and poor.
Wow.
What if that? See, the problem with Kimberly Crenshaw's original theory, which, of course, no one has read except for me, Kimberly Crenshaw's original theory, before it got all crazy, was the basic idea that theoretically you could be discriminated against in more than one way at a time. That was the intersection of, for example, sex and race. So in other words, it may be that you are discriminated against as a black woman, not just as a black person or as a woman, okay, which is kind of uncontroversial. But then that got extended to this idea that when you take all of these identities and you mix them all up in a blender.
Oh, he's got a gay blender. Oh, what? Why are people not watching this guy? All that they talk about on Rumble is that no one's watching this guy. And look at he's got gay blender. He's got a cut. He's got cuts every 2 seconds. Guy's a pro. Unbelievable. Ben, I salute you. Continue your video without me, though, because we got to go back to Gutfeld Bingo. We see how many bingoers we got. We got 20 bingoers, same as last time. The bingo starts now. If you didn't get your card in the next 3 seconds, I'm afraid you're going to be out on your ass. Walter Sochek says, Myles, it's not Monday. What the fuck? Listen, Walter, okay? I changed the schedule. I gave you 24 hours notice. Okay? I changed the schedule. I did my due diligence. I was caught up. Okay? I had hantavirus. I was bleeding out of my ass, but I beat it. I found the head rat, okay? I had to actually go to the cave. I had to find the rat that started the hantavirus, and I had to kill it with a wooden stake. And now I don't have it anymore. But that took my munder. Oh, maybe I still have it. Now, this is so exciting. Guys, I'm so fucking excited right now. You left pretty quickly when you dropped the bombshell on Friday. Bachelors of Music. Sauerkraut. The only reason why I'm not gonna roast you right now is because you're the mod and you could ban me from the stream. So I'm just gonna say, sure. Now, this is unprecedented. What's about to happen, because we're about to play some Gutfeld Bingo with a non-Gutfeld person. Now, this happened when I went to the Tom Arej channel and I started looking for Gutfeld clips. And I found something called the Fox News Saturday Night. Have we seen this? Have we seen this show? It's like Gutfeld, but it's not. It's not Gutfeld. It's this guy. He drives a cab and he does comedy on Fox. I fucking hold on to your fucking balls.
And this is Fox News Saturday Night. Come on, hop in.
Hop in. This guy is Gutfeld. Everything he says, Jimmy Failla, Jimmy Failla. He is Greg. So in all the Gutfelds, he is Greg. If Gutfeld bombed, if Jimmy, now finally, Fox has their own Jimmy. They've got Greg, and I bet Greg is freaked out by this guy because this is a Jimmy. There's the brick wall. That means it's time for stand-up comedy.
Thank you so much for coming out to spend Mother's Day weekend in Times Square. What a bunch of sick you people are.
Oh. Whoa. Damn, censored off the top. Holy shit. Censored off the top.
Oh, God. No, I totally understand. It's like, why take mom to get brunch in a restaurant when you can take her to get groped by a guy in an Elmo costume, you know?
I'm gonna say that's a subway incident. And Elmo's a pervert. Or guys who dress up like Elmo's a pervert.
On the plus side, if you are a mom who loves flowers, there's weed everywhere, so you're good there.
Drugs.
Puff, puff, pass. Welcome to Fox News Saturday Night. Here we go.
Okay, so he starts do you see how he starts the audience clapping by clapping? That's how, now, I know a lot of you are civilians, but that's how fucking dumb the audience is. You can clap like a seal, and they'll clap like a seal. It's the easiest thing sometimes.
I do want to start the show by saluting all the kick-ass moms watching across the country, because if you don't have a good mom, you grow up to do a lot of weird stuff. And if you don't believe me, ask this lady.
Censored again.
Now, like you, my first reaction was, yeah, it's good to see that Kamala finally got a job.
Good to see Kamala finally got a job. Kamala Harris, number 44. Guys, this might be written by the same people. This might be a variation. Again, I think it's evident that the show is written by Grok.
Okay. Stop it, Jimmy. That's not actually Kamala. I don't actually know that woman's name, but her face sure rings a bell. Good night, everybody! Good night! Good night!
Her face sure rings a bell. Man. Oh, yeah, I'll give you explains the joke.
Oh my God.
Late Night House,
That
yes.
video was shot over in Venice, Italy. It's a topless protester who is trying to raise money for climate change. Hundreds of guys actually did donate, but they don't know how much she got because they paid in singles. You know what I mean? The hoodies. But what jumped out at me is that in Venice, they call that woman an artist. But back here in America, we call that woman a mental patient. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although seeing as we're in a politically correct place like New York City, you can't actually say mental patient. You have to say...
AOC?
AOC.
I swear to God. I swear to God I didn't watch this beforehand. I threw it up there. Oh. This is just fucking wonderful. What a fun find. I'll give you woke commies as well.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Oh, yes, I also predicted it. Oh, boobs. Yep. You're right. Definitely.
I'm just saying. AOC did a podcast this week. It's kind of gone viral for all the wrong reasons. And I almost feel bad because the truth is AOC didn't want to do the podcast. She was going to go on 60 Minutes, but she didn't know how long the show was.
Because she's stupid. She's dumb. She's not good with numbers. Oh, man, this guy's a fucking genius.
And, it's like, I don't know. But here's AOC. Stop it. Don't reward that. Here is AOC attempting to bash the rich by claiming that nobody can legally earn $1 billion. Just
wow. Wow. Just watch. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Watch this.
You can't earn $1 billion.
That's right.
You just can't earn that.
That's right. That's exactly right. What are you fucking talking about?
Exactly correct.
You can get market power. You can break rules. You can do all sorts of things.
You know, I'm just going to say women are annoying right off here. It's just, I'd hate to say that, but I think that is implied.
You can abuse labor laws.
Yep.
You can pay people less than what they're worth.
Yep.
But you can't earn that, right?
And I don't think anyone summed up this conversation better than this man right here.
Oh, I love this guy. Here we go. This guy, he's not a fancy congressman. He doesn't know, he doesn't know much about what they talk about up there in the big cities. You know, he's just a good old country boy hanging out under the weeping willow trees, watching the fireflies outside the front porch. I'm not a complicated man, but I know AOC is a dumb communist bitch.
Life is hard, but it's harder when you're stupid.
Oh, life is hard, but it's harder when you're stupid. Okay? I got hounds that are smarter than AOC.
AOC says that all billionaires are criminals who got there by breaking the law. Like, can you imagine if this moonbat becomes president? You turn on an episode of Cops and they're chasing Oprah, you know?
Moonbat? Moonbat? Is that a Pokemon?
You're under arrest for being a billionaire, you know? It'd actually be funny to watch Cops if AOC was president, because that would mean the country was so woke. The theme song was now, bad thems, what you gonna do?
Bad thems. Bad thems.
And then she'd defund the police and the show'd go off the air. That's a true story. Back in 2020, AOC was the one leading the nationwide push to defund the police. And the only reason it didn't happen is Joe Biden thought the police were a British rock band, you know? It's like, what?
Joe Biden thought the police were a British rock band. They are not. There was never a band called the Police. It's being widely debunked. Joe Biden is old. You guys were still doing it. This is Gutfeld 101 with Jimmy.
Why you guys so mad at Sting? I don't get it. What's going on? But AOC is getting smoked because she says all billionaires are criminals. But hello, Michael Jordan is a billionaire. So is Beyonce, Jay-Z.
And Michael Jordan earned that with just good hard work. Jay-Z, Beyonce, they just went out there and did the things they needed to do. And every ticket went to their bank account. Pure grind set. Exactly.
Tyler Perry, Dr. Dre. Again, are you telling me this billionaire would ever break the law? Okay. All right. Okay. So that's a bad example by me. Okay. But I bring up celebrities, okay, because the Met Gala happened in New York City this week.
Oh, shit.
And I don't know if you saw it, but Madonna showed up with a ship on her head, okay? Now, I know, people are making fun of her for pretending to be a boat, but it actually makes sense because, you know, if we're being honest, Madonna has hauled a lot of semen.
Madonna has hauled a lot of semen. That's a whore joke. She's full of cum. Guys, Madonna is a whore that is full of cum. That's funny. Semen can mean men in the Navy. It can also mean cum. Nobody knows why. The reason for this is strange, but I think it basically implies that men who are at sea are just chocked full of cum.
Over the years. Take a look right here. Take a look. You see him zooming in on the head, and there it is. She's got the big boat on top of her head. As you can see, she's actually having a really great time, but unfortunately, Pete Hegseth sunk the ship. Drone strike took it right out, which is not true. But if Trump really wants...
Pete Hegseth, illegal immigrants. Boom.
Wants a permanent peace deal, he should make the SS Madonna sail over to Iran because she has slept with every strait in Hormuz, you know?
She has slept with every strait in Hormuz. So she's still a whore on this joke.
Stupid. Stupid. Stop it. Stop it. Now, obviously, the biggest story of the week is that he released the first round of UFO files on Friday, which means now we've got the JFK files, the MLK files, the RFK files.
Just not the Epstein files.
Say what you want about Trump, he really is the most transparent president in...
Gordo. Congratulations, Gordo, with it. Wins on the alternate Gutfeld. The alternate Gutfeld broadcast. Congratulations. And Gordo has the link ready to go.
I take a lot of slack.
I love how you get a short audio preview of the upcoming video. Thank you. God, that guy's funny as hell. Jimmy, his name's Jimmy. Jimmy Saturday. Okay. We're going to get this bingo. This will be a fast turnaround here. Okay? Fast turnaround. Fast. Okay, let's try this again here. There it is. Get your bingo cards right now. 2 minutes. Now, let me get to this. Is just extraordinary stuff. This is just a wonderful find here. We got 2 minutes left. Let's just watch a little bit more of some YouTube advice for me and Brian here.
You're seeing the big foxes and these companies that are now bringing talent and saying, hey, do a podcast. Hey, we'll support you doing this.
The big foxes.
Everyone has to pivot. But the reality, what the world is learning, is whoever controls the knob controls the future content creators.
Control whoever controls the knob. It's the knob. Control the knob. Control.
Okay,
everything.
Is Nick Fuentes on YouTube? No. Why is he not?
He's
Because
banned, I
of
believe.
who controls the knob.
Of course.
Okay.
The knob. I want that knob, guys. I want that knob. I want that knob now.
So where is he back on? X. Why? Because of who controls the knob.
Elon.
Where is he at? He's at Rumble. Why? Because of who controls
Chris.
the knob. So you just got to keep in mind, whenever these companies want to elevate somebody or destroy somebody, they can't because they control the knob. This is a nasty part of the story. Now, this doesn't mean that's the main reason and only reason that, they're having a hard time with it. No. Do bots play a little bit of game? Probably, but not that much. Is it YouTube controlling the knob? And that's why I'm being shadow man. I've never liked when people said I'm being shadow man. No, just improve your content. Yeah. Make it better. This is a brutal, brutal business to be in. The moment you take
it's fucking brutal.
A camera and you go, I believe such and such, you are going to get attacked.
Yep.
100%.
So if you don't like it, don't use the words. In my opinion, I believe. Just be quiet. But if you do say, I believe, in my opinion, expect people to come and hate on you, and that's part of the territory, period. And they're going to get it right now. But trust me, in 6 months, it's going to be somebody else. In a year, it's going to be, then they're going to say, whoa.
That's the risk of the, that's why we can't reveal our address. A lot of people hate the Bachelors of Music, even though we are a positivity-focused channel. Ridiculous.
Let me tell you what's going on with PBD Pod. Let me tell you what's going on. You're in the arena. Expect the heat that's going to come with it.
How fast do you say PBD podcast?
But you can't also be like, well, I don't really give a shit what people say about me. You're an idiot when you say stuff like that. You're a clown. You're an arrogant, entitled person when you say, I don't give a shit what people think about me. If that word has ever come out of your mouth on the idea that I don't need to improve, you're a has-been, and the market's going to destroy you. I don't care who you are. If my kids come up to me and let's just say Dylan starts scoring a bunch of goals, he becomes the best player, and he's in the car and says, I don't care what the new coach says about me. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? No. What did the coach say? He says, well, I'm not running as much as I used to. He's right. What do you mean? Yeah, take his feedback.
Coach has the knob. Amen, brother. Amen. Peanut butter dad telling the peanut butter boy to fucking start a media company. Okay. This is the last bingo. And then we're on to viewer video, so grab it. Grab it while it's hot.
I'm Jimmy Fallon, and this is Fox News Saturday Night. Come on, hop.
He almost says Jimmy Fallon. I'm Jimmy what?
I'm Jimmy Fallon.
I'm Jimmy Fiala. I'm Jimmy Fiala.
And this is Fox News Saturday Night. Come on, hop in.
Get in the cab. Fiala.
Thank you so much for coming. And I do want to say it is so nice to be back in New York because I was just doing stand-up out in Iowa and Nebraska. Yo.
So much nicer out there. It's so much nicer out there.
Iowa is a boring state, dude. I actually saw a deer run up to a hunter, like, shoot me right here. I can't take it anymore. I'm just saying.
Wow, a little pro New York joke there from Jimmy. I mean, a lot of Jimmys though, they love New York. They're Jimmy. What are you gonna do? Iowa sucks. We all know that.
I'm just saying. Dude, when you're driving through Iowa, you see those dead deer on the side of the highway. Those aren't accidents. Those are suicides, people. It's bad. They've all got notes under the body that's like, I'm bored. Come on. But the craziest part about the Midwest is that everyone is so nice and nobody's in a rush. Like, this blew my mind. When someone in Nebraska asks you how you're doing, they actually want to know how you're doing. Dude, in New York, like, we answer for you. We're like, how you doing? Good? Family's good? Kids good? Get the away from me.
Censored. Okay. Pro Nebraska.
But you guys look like you're doing good, so welcome to Fox News Saturday Night. Bang, 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 bang.
Bang, bang,
we have
bang,
the best
bang.
show ever lined up.
Boom.
Celebrity astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson in the house. Whoa!
Neil deGrasse Tyson's a guest.
Whoa! I gotta tell you this, I love Neil, but it's tricky interviewing an astrophysicist when you're a community college graduate like me.
Hey. Gutfeld self-burn there.
Okay, because not only do I have to ask all the questions, but I have to Google all the answers. Time to loosen up the thumbs, okay? But Neil has a new book out this week. It's about aliens coming to Earth, and I gotta say,
good timing.
Some pretty good timing on his part, huh? I mean, Hot damn, the book is called Take Me to Your Leader. Here's a pic of Neil's cover really quick. The only thing I want to tell you about this is my only hang up with aliens being real is that I can't wrap my head around the fact that they could fly here from 5 galaxies away, but they keep crashing when they try to land. You know what I mean?
Are they driven by women?
Like, it's hard for me to believe that aliens from outer space are worse drivers than the aliens Democrats keep giving truck driving licenses to.
Illegal immigrants. You know, that's too bad. I thought we were going to get woman driver, but we got illegal immigrant driver.
I mean,
very close.
I don't know. I'm just saying. But we're psyched for Neil, and dig this, my wife, Jenny Fela, is back on the show.
Jenny Fela.
Jenny. It really is amazing. You book one black guy, and Jenny's right back here. I mean,
Oh. His wife wants to fuck a black guy. She is a whore. She is race. What the fuck?
Actually riding high right now because a few weeks ago when I visited the president in the Oval Office, President Trump actually told the entire staff that my wife was really beautiful. He's like, his wife's really beautiful. Yeah, it was nice, right?
He didn't do the Trump voice.
Right, yeah. But you have no idea how bizarre it is to hear the President of the United States compliment your wife while he's sitting behind the same desk as Abraham Lincoln and Monica Lewinsky. I mean...
Bill Clinton is a pervert. That's the joke there. Monica Lewinsky sucked off President Bill Clinton over 45 years ago, right in that Oval Office. So that's why you should not vote for Bill Clinton.
Stop it. Of course, the president just got back from a big trip to China, and I do want to say he got along with President Xi a lot better than he got along with the press on the way there.
President Xi. Oh, President Xi. Bada binga bonga. So you guys got a little bit of a Sebastian Maniscalco thing going on. Oh.
Yo, check out this clip of Trump leaving Washington. This is amazing.
We have a ballroom that's under budget. It's going up right here. I've doubled the size of it because we obviously need that. And we're right now on budget, under budget, and ahead of schedule. I doubled the size of it, you dumb person. We can double the size.
You dumb person. 65 is stupid. Donald Trump. Helen, the reporter, they're a dumbass bitch. Thank you. Women are annoying. 73. This is Trump. It's so great when you have a stand-up comic president because you don't even have to do the jokes. You just throw it to Trump. Boom. Hilarious.
You are not a smart person.
What is that?
Oh, hey.
Yo, I am telling you, Trump missed his true calling making Hallmark cards. He should have made Hallmark cards. Roses are red, violets are blue, your whole network sucks, and you're overweight too. Look.
Nice rhyming joke there.
But it was a totally different vibe when he landed in China. Check out the massive welcome he got in China. Look at him coming down the steps. Now, as they pull out, look at the pom-poms. There's a band. People are cheering. Like, they are psyched to see this guy in China. And a lot of people are pointing out that it's a much different look, that when President Obama went to China, he had to exit off the back of the plane, and there were no big diplomats there to greet him. But in Obama's defense, still better than the time they sent Joe Biden to Epcot and told him he was in China. You know what I mean?
Oh, Joe Biden is old. Yep, very confused. Epcot is Disney. You're right.
He was up on that Ferris wheel like, I can't believe Germany's so close to China. Holy hell. Oh, I don't know. Bingo. But everywhere they went.
Double bingo. Did we get double bingo? Oh my God. Holy shit. Double Lagwar. Lagwar bingo. DJ Chemix. Oh, okay. DJ Chemix slips in before Marlowe. Okay, let me get these. Here it is. Okay. Okay. Sauerkraut. Whenever you're ready. Sauerkraut is our top day trader today, so Sauerkraut is entitled to one link as well. There it is. Okay. Thank you all for playing bingo. We now head over to our viewer clip submissions, all our bingo winners, and our top day trader. Thank you for playing. Thank you for watching. Let's see what our viewers have submitted. This guy's fucking cool as hell.
Come on, I'll ride us to the end of the pier.
No, you're drinking.
It's party time, Slick. If you can't find a party, you gotta make one.
Good advice.
Adios. Hey, baby.
Oh. Hell yes. That's fucking. That was awesome. That fucking rules. He does hit the can. He's a little drunk. That's good acting. That's a drunk motorcyclist right there. That was a hell of a day. This is what I want. This is what I expect. This is what your weekend was like. Did you guys head on down to the pier and just get fucked up? I hope you did. That was awesome.
Don't fuck with the witch.
Oh, I got a comment. I forgot. This is
I'm telling you, Split, you listening to me? Listen. Don't fuck with the witch, man. You're not hearing me, dog. Don't fuck with the witch, man. I'm telling you. You're not hearing me, man. You're not fucking hearing me. Don't fuck with the fucking witch, man. Don't fuck with the fucking witch. God damn you. Are you listening to me, man? Don't fuck with the fucking witch.
Bye, Lagwar.
Fucking God. It's too late, man! It's too late! It's too late, man! It's too fucking late! You're out of order! You're out of fucking order, man! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! God damn it! I fucking told you, man! Who fucking It's gotta be okay.
Frightening stuff. I'm gonna leave that type of win there. It's more authentic. That's scary. That's scary. You gotta be careful with videos like that. Oh, it's Keir Starmer. Keir Starmer. I'm sorry, but everyone, you're going to have to endure a bit of austerity for the next 10 years. We have no money in England. We seem to have misplaced it. I don't know where it went. The money is just, it's gone. and it just disappeared and we can't find any of it anywhere. It's all gone. Such a shame.
The gracious speech was brilliantly proposed by my honourable friend, the member for Bradford West. Members across the House will have read her remarkable new book. Her list of endorsements is truly impressive, reaching well over 100 members. At last, Mr. Speaker, a list that we could all get behind. And Mr. Speaker, it's not the first time. Let me also thank...
This is British humor, so you guys just have to bear with him here. I believe at some point he will pull up his shirt and reveal fake titties.
The Leader of the Opposition for the usual warm and generous nature of her contribution. In difficult days, her input is always a ray of sunshine. I'm particularly getting tips from her on how to win friends. This is from the person, Mr. Speaker, who previously called us orcs and goons. But, Mr. Speaker, I am a gooner, and so...
Mr. Speaker, I am a gooner. Mr. Speaker, I am a gooner. I am a gooner. I do goon.
As usual, she is less than half right. But we do have one thing in common. Our parties both had tough results in the local elections last week. The difference is, she hasn't noticed. And Mr. Speaker, there's another difference, Mr. Speaker. We are in government, and they are no longer even the opposition.
Yeah. Very funny stuff. So these are all jokes about football, tea, crumpets, cricket, old sailing ships, ropes, different kinds of naval knots. It's hard to explain to you guys. I know most of you are in Austin. Some of you are in Australia. You might get this because, you know, you also have accent problems. But he's killing. He's killing in Parliament. Oh, I should. Mr. Speaker, I'm a gooner. I mean, the top comment there gets it. Mr. Speaker, I'm a gooner. LOL goon bumps.
I take a lot of slack from people saying that you're a sellout. You know what I'm...
So this guy's obviously a UFC fighter of some kind. You can tell by the way his neck is the same width as his head. There's a dead giveaway that this guy is...
I'm not a sellout. I'm an American.
Yeah!
And at the end of the day, united we stand, and divided we will not fall.
United we stand, and divided we will not fall. So that's just a I'm kind of scared of commenting on this. So I will just say, yes. This is a song. Finish with the song always.
Well, let's dive in and meet our first bad girl, Eve. I mean, badness had to start somewhere, right? I am convinced it was not an apple or a pomegranate hanging on that tree. No, baby, it was Godiva chocolate. I guarantee. The snake was definitely
killing
a he. Not an it, not a she, he. I have an 11-year-old girl. Will you pray for me? It would be a little easier if she hadn't hit puberty when I hit menopause.
Did you see that punchline delivery? When I hit menopause.
Puberty when I hit menopause. I mean, let's face it, what woman does not like to go out to eat? I wasn't gonna eat it, I was just gonna taste it.
Why was that one juicy apple?
You just bake it at 350 till it stops moving. It's not that hard. Well, I threw the gold in the fire and out came this calf. Three women were bad to the bone.
Great, just the cadence. Three women were bad to the bone.
Come to bed with me. Ooh.
She's got the faces.
Ooh. He was a stud muffin, okay?
He was a stud muffin. I'd eat that muffin.
Why, Delilah. As my mother-in-law, who grew up in the hills of Kentucky, says, well, smell you. I mean, they were just
Location
brand
comedy
new
there.
Christians.
Hills
You
of
know how
Kentucky.
brand new Christians are. They're like puppies. He said yes. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, ta-da!
Just excellent body comedy.
Fornicator!
Oh. Very good. And look at the women. This is a show by a woman for all women. So if there's any women watching on the, you're welcome. Fornicator. Okay, before we get to the last video, and probably the music that we will end the stream on here. Let's just go over the P.O. box. Which P.O. box should I get? Now, I would like to just see the please just give me the damn list. Okay, here's the PDF. Okay, this is what we're looking at. Now we're in an urban area. So XX large is $870 a year. Or containers and bags is $900. So and this is in the urban area. We're gonna have to discuss with Brian. We did bring it up at the last meeting, but I may be able to do a medium one. I was very bamboozled by all this. This is an urban core area here in Austin, Texas. Of course, this is all Canadian prices because we route through Canada, and some of you may have noticed if you get your mail from us, it's routed through Canada. But it is pricey. It's a little bit pricey. I will ask and see if we can get a small one there. But we'll see. Don't be stingy. I'll ask Brian. I will say it does a little bit of Bachelors of Music Inside Baseball. It does cost about $18 to send each one of the 1,000 pin to you in the world, because we can't put it in an envelope because we're fucking idiots. And we didn't think that people would like us. Anyway, let me watch the last video here. We're not good. We're not PBD. We're not good businessmen. Sauerkraut, you'll get a pin. We'll send you a pin.
They always said that Charlie Kirk was a Nazi, then they celebrated after they killed him. They tried to tell us that Black Lives Matter and that white people have always been villains. They burning flags in the streets and they scream at police, taking illegals to prison.
That's a crucifix there.
They got rainbows on their bedroom walls and they swear to God that men can be women. They're scrolling through their TikToks to get the news. They heard that Trump's a fascist. They swear it's true. They set fire to Minnesota. We smell the fumes. They say that guns are dangerous. Guess they're the proof. They'll shoot that red hat off your head, then make a meme of your last breath.
They're coming to kill you. They're coming to kill you. This is what the song's about. That they are coming to murder you.
You're not like them, so they want you dead, but we'll still pray for the left.
And they still pray for the left, even though the left wants you dead. And that's what Christianity is all about. That's what Christianity is all about. Now let's see. That's what Christianity is all about. Now let's. Wow. Okay. I think we're gonna do a little channel raid. I think we're gonna raid online VCR after this. Looks like online VCR is online. You guys, thank you so much for watching. I will leave a comment on this, of course. I pray for the left, even though they want to kill my way of life. Thank you all for watching once again. Good night, everybody. Have a great week. Hey, check out Jimmy Fallon. Check out Jimmy Fallon. Fox on Saturdays. We'll see you on Friday for Regular Jokes Explained. Thanks for watching. Thanks for laughing. Thanks for playing bingo. Good night, everybody.
They burning flags in the streets and they scream at police, taking illegals to prison. They got rainbows on their bedroom walls and they swear to God that men can be women. They're scrolling through their TikToks to get the news. They heard that Trump's a fascist. They swear it's true. They set fire to Minnesota. We smell the fumes. They say that guns are dangerous. Guess they're the proof. They'll shoot that red hat off your head, then make a meme of your last breath. Cause you're not like them, so they want you dead, but we'll still pray for the left. They always said that Charlie Kirk was a Nazi, then they celebrated